Hi everyone, Nancy at Treasure Home, and welcome back to the channel. And I am by myself tonight. Rebekah is not feeling well. Hi Peter, how are you? I forgot to put the. I hope the banner's going. I forgot to put that there. But yeah, I started a few minutes early. It is Memorial Day. It's a happy Memorial Day to everybody. I'm just making sure Nightbot is working. And I'll wait for a few more people to come on in. And there we go. And plug my phone back up. How you doing, Peter? Crazy phone. So, yeah, I've just been busy getting back and relaxing and everything. So, I think they're going to go out and shoot fireworks here in a few minutes. So, if the camera and mic goes out, they've gone outside, then I'll come back. Let's see here. Oh, they're not going to go out and do it. Awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. There we go. I couldn't see it. If I put it there. Yeah, all right. So they're saving stuff and everything. Hey, Rebekah. That's good. You are resting. You need to rest. I got to cover up my mug. Hey, Lori. Yeah, Rebekah called me. She lost her voice. Husband is shooting. Shooting. Oh my goodness. But that's okay. So they just found a notice in the news, respect for veterans not to shoot fireworks tonight. So no fireworks. I was wondering why we haven't heard anything tonight yet, because where we at, people like shooting fireworks a lot and everything. So, but I had a wonderful time. It's been a long week, but I think it finally took me to today when I woke up that I was like, don't feel exhausted. Oh, hey Carol, how are you? Oh, that's what we want. Oh, that's cool. And no, this is not soda, it's flavored water. Because here are the packs. Some I've got the liquid IV. These are really good. And I'm not sponsored by them yet. So I'm working on that too. And everything. So some of those things that are new coming and everything. I found I pray and I pray. Hirschner's does have a program, affiliate program. So I was like, oh please, I would love to be affiliate of Hirschner's. I buy from them so much. I haven't this year because that's right. Oh, I haven't bought them from this year because I was saving money up for my trip. But oh yeah, especially when it's free shipping, you better believe it. Because they've got yarns I want to get, like the itty bitty stripes, the red heart itty bitty stripes. And also those are good and everything. It's been really, really cool here. It's like in the 60s, mid 60s for the high and the low, 50s, 40s, and the mid 40s for the low, which is fine with me. I like that kind of weather. That's still spring weather. Oh, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. I'll be working on another one. Yeah, yeah, that came in handy because it was, well, when we left, it was warm. It was kind of warm, but the bus driver had the AC on the bus, so I'm glad I had it. And every bus driver had the AC on, so that came in handy. The first night we were there, it was hot and humid. So I want to wait for a little bit more people to come in or really start talking about it. Oh, this phone likes to turn. And I have that off. So, this part doesn't turn and turn. Oh my goodness, did y'all see that size hail in Texas yesterday? I was like, that thing was big as a grapefruit. I was like, oh my goodness. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, Wednesday, I'll be making bread. It's cold here tonight. It's supposed to be a low of 60. That's our high. 60 is good. That's a nice temperature. No, but the next bread I want to try to do again is sourdough bread. And then I want to buy some like millet or spelt, some kind of other grains to make the different breads. So I'm working on that too. Hi, country. How are you? Good day. See if I want to stay. I'm telling you, if I'm around people who have the accent, it just comes out. When I hear it, it comes out. So Donnie and I did not get to do our accent at a restaurant, but that's okay. I got him to do it for me anyway. So, oh yes, I will start doing like I got raisins. I can still do a cinnamon raisin bread. That would be good. And everything. Good, cold at the moment. Yeah, because it's going to be winter time. I think it's supposed to be winter time over there, or fall weather. Whereas it's supposed to be getting hot here, it's colder over there. And that's how God made it. I think that's pretty cool. Because I don't think most of us would have thought of that. So, all right. So my trip. All right. So Monday I left here. The bus was a little late. So it was about 10 o'clock, 10:30. We finally got out of there. We got to Dayton in about an hour and a half. But the bus that was coming to Dayton was late. So that was supposed to be there about 1:30. It didn't get there till almost 2 o'clock. It was probably later than that. Hey, Jane Doe, how are you? So, we waited for that bus. That was only supposed to be like 15, 16 minutes late. That bus was almost like an hour late. Toasting some raisin bread now. Yummy. So, autumn here, a few more days till snow. Ooh, I love snow. So that bus got there and everybody got on and everything. And I had no idea what was in that bathroom, but my tennis shoes squeaked. Whatever was on it, I couldn't get it off my tennis shoes. So, and then the people behind me, oh my goodness. they were single, but they were supposed to be together, and it was just drama. Well, I had this young girl sit beside me, and we got to talking a little bit, and she told me she had just got out of prison. So I don't know her name. She never told me her name, anything. And I just looked at her. I said, "Well, that's good. You have a chance now. You can start all over." And she looked at me and said, "Thank you. Nobody's ever said that to me." So we talked a little bit. It was like from Dayton to Cincinnati, which was a couple hours. Probably a couple hours to get there. So oh, I am itching. Sorry about that. It's just one of those nights. So we talked about Trump and general things and stuff. I'll tell you, the people, I'm like, Lord, if they are on the bus all the way to Knoxville, please don't let them be behind me. I was like, so then we get to Cincinnati, and there's no bus driver. We waited, and we waited. We were supposed to be leaving at 1:30 from Cincinnati, and we didn't leave till 4:30. I think it was at least, I remember 3:30, something like that. But I remember we waited a couple hours. So they finally had someone who got the bus. And so that was from Cincinnati to Knoxville, but we had stops along the way. We stopped in Lexington, but between there and there, so let's see here. Cincinnati. All right, so Cincinnati to Lexington. But I think we had a stop before then. I didn't take it. I'm supposed to map my trip. I don't want that. So in Cincinnati to Lexington. Yeah. And then so in front of me, I was trying to get it so I can stand and tell you exactly. So we had 4 stops. And then the bus stations. Oh my goodness. All right. So then we went from Cincinnati to Lexington, Lexington to Berea, Berea to London, London to Knoxville. All right. So let's start with the first bus stop. We get downtown, and my son gets upset. I'm like, I just have the address. So we finally park. I didn't know they were taking me out. They were staying there with me. Or go in the bus station. Oh no, the bus station that used to be there is on our side of town. But they had no stops on our side of town. I'm like, really? So I'm like, all right. So they stayed on the street with me and everything. And when the bus comes, hugs and loves and everything. So I'm going there. And then the Dayton stop was weird. It was a Greyhound bus station. It was so old, it was built in the 40s, maybe the 50s. That's how old this place was. And I'm just like, Greyhound, y'all make enough money. Y'all can sit there and, update these things. But no, it's not updated at all. Oh, I don't mind the colder season. It's nice to catch up on some indoor stuff. You got that right. So, let me get there. Then the Lexington stop. That's an old Greyhound bus station that's closed up and boarded up. They just drop people off in the parking lot and people get on the bus. The Berea bus station is a park. One person got on and that was it. The one in London is at a Burger King in the parking lot. That's just like, okay. I said, all right, Knoxville has to be a terminal, Oh no, it's in front of a bank. Greyhound's gotten that cheap that they don't close terminals down. So you don't go to a terminal, you're at an actual bus stop. It's like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll go by bus again or not. Anyway, so, I was like, all the way, I fixed myself muffins. I did the video, I fixed those muffins. I took some cookies with me and I made the sandwiches. And I'm so glad I did. Because even when we got to London, I could have gotten off, gone to the bathroom and everything. But the bus driver, since we were so late, he goes, if you get left behind, call Greyhound. Because there's nothing else I can do. We're behind. That was enough for everybody. Get off who I was getting off. 10 minutes to get food. Even the bus driver was the last one to get off so everybody could get food. And get back on the bus. Oh my goodness, Lori. No more. Woohoo, Donnie, enjoy. Did you get some ice cream at the store? So, I'm texting, Joy, and I called Donnie to make sure that him know this is front of a bank. So he gets there, and I'm like, oh no, he's in the bug. So I see that bug pull around and everything. And he parks, and then he gets out and walk over. He goes, before anything else, we gave each other the biggest hugs ever and everything. Ice cream. And because Joy told me, she goes, I'll let you know, Donnie's a hugger. I said, that's good because I'm a hugger too. So, and then we got my stuff in the car and everything and all. And I was like, Joy might be a little jealous. You got the first hug. Yeah, that's a good thing to have. Everybody needs that. So, on the way, he goes, I gotta get gas. It's in the car. So that's fine. So we stopped at Buc-ee's, and I went in, and I went to the bathroom. He goes, you want to look around? I said, no. I said, I've been in a car, on that bus and everything, and I just need to get up and walk and everything. So, yeah, so we, had a good conversation all the way to the hotel, and, we get it to Gatlinburg, and I pull up where, we're supposed to go, and he goes, sit right here. So I try to scoot down in the seat. Hey, Kim. Hey, Belinda. So he goes and knocks on the hotel room door. So Cynthia opens it up. He goes, I got somebody here for you. And then he moves out of her way. So you know how us girls, we squeal. So when when I got out of the car and everything, went up to her, of course, we kind of squealing and hugging and everything. So and my suitcase wasn't I saw the suitcase, but it was hardly nothing in it because I didn't take a lot with me. I was only gonna go for a couple of days. No sense of, packing a whole suitcase. Oh, and one other thing with Greyhound, it is self-serve. It is self-serve. You put your luggage on the bus and you take your luggage off. So, and because when you buy your ticket, it says £50 for luggage to put underneath the bus, and your carry-on is like £25. So I'm just like, they don't check bags, nothing. I'm like, no, but they don't help you put it on, and they don't help you take it off. So I did have one lady help me put my luggage on. It was not Lexington, at Cincinnati. No, because we were on the same bus. And Dayton, she helped me put it on. And she got on another bus to go like to Cleveland or something other. And then when I got to the one in Knoxville, they have, I guess the security guard is there at the bank. I don't know if the security guard, they said the security guard was there for the bus stop. I'm like, I don't know. But he helped me with my luggage to get it off. Ooh, eating dinner. Donnie cooks good. I've seen him cook on the channel. So, we got there, we talked for a little while and everything, and then we went to bed. And Tuesday, we slept in. I'll tell you that we slept in. Now 8:30 is sleeping in for me. We got up about 8:30 or so. And then Joy was sleeping and everything. So Donnie went and got the other scooter and brought it over. And then he had to go to work. So then Joy walked over after she got up and she was ready and everything. Oh yeah, that's what my son said. He goes, what are you taking? I'm like, not much. I don't need much. So when she got there, I was like, I had a little bit, and I came out like, surprise! And we hugged and everything. And I guess that was about 10, 11 o'clock or so. And we decided we'd go to Pigeon Forge because we wanted to go to the Moon Pie store and the Three Bears store and everything. So I have so much stuff to put up and everything, videos throughout this week and next week and everything. I'm waiting for an SD card, which I tried to get before I left, and that didn't work. But yeah, I'll tell you about that. But I got 256 GB for $25.99 on Amazon. Yes. So we get there, we get pictures taken with all kinds of different things. We get to the Moon Pie store and we go in. I go downstairs because I want to see what was like the closeout stuff and everything. It wasn't that way much of a different price from stuff upstairs and downstairs. It was just extra room. We have a lot of books downstairs in the Moon Pie store. Knickknacks and then kitchen stuff, books. They had 2 sections. It's Christmas they try to get rid of. And then, just the toys and stuff. So what probably doesn't sell upstairs, they put downstairs and a couple of bucks here and there. So then I came back upstairs. I found Joy and Cynthia. They go, are you all right? I said, no. I said, those stairs are bare. I was like, they were hard steps to come up. Hey, Jennifer. So we walked around. Joy did a live. So they're so used to her being in there that I was just like, was kind of nervous to take my phone out and do video or anything, but they're so used to seeing Joy and Donnie, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But I did take pictures and everything. So I don't have Anastasia bring me her bear. Later, I'll do a video. But we got stuff at the Moon Pie store. So I did get, we got 2 chocolate moon pies. One for her daddy, one for her. I got my daughter-in-law a salted caramel. I got me a blueberry. So I love blueberry. And I picked up my free one, which was key lime pie. So I asked the lady, did they have any of the big ones like these out of chocolate mint? She goes, no, we have a box that you can buy. I said, well, I was wanting the individual because she goes, oh, pick up your free one. I'm like, well, I did. I got me key lime. This is for my granddaughter because I'm visiting. She goes, go ahead and pick it up. She goes, it's on me. I'm like, okay. So I got Anastasia a chocolate mint mini. So and everything. It was so cool and everything. And so, let me see. I am going to do a video. Hey, Alfonso. If you do that, you're going to get hurt. Because those are not my moon pies. Let's see here. Anastasia will hurt you really bad. Alright, let's see if I can find the picture of... Alright. Let's see here. I'll do it this way. I did take a picture of it because it's going to be in a video. And that's what I got Anastasia. Oh, a monkey. I love moon pies. That's so cool. So, got that. And then what I got myself. Of course, nothing else is better than a mug. That says 5-cent moon pie. Because they were 5 cents when they came out and made those moon pies and everything. And Joy and Donnie has the story of the Moon Pie store on their Smoky Mountain Blessed channel and everything. So I was like, yeah. And then we were sitting there taking pictures. Because they have this half moon and everything. So we had somebody take pictures for us. And we're just sitting there chatting and everything. And these 2 ladies come up, and we thought they wanted a picture with the moon. And all this lady, she puts her hands on her. She goes, and where is Donnie at? And Trey just goes, oh, he's at work and all. She goes, you don't even know who I am. She goes, no. And she told us, Robin was her name. She's from LG, Georgia. And it was so cool. Joy got Spotify from a viewer. It was like so cool. And we all got pictures with them. I was like, oh, that's so cool. How to do that? What is a moon pie? Anyone? Okay, moon pie is these chocolate covered or caramel covered graham cracker type cookie. And in between it is, here, I'll open my blueberry. Mine looks like it's double stacked. So it is 2 graham crackers, kind of soft cookie. In the middle, it is flavored marshmallow puff. And I have a double one. How about that? You see? Yeah, there comes a Bible lesson. God will reward you double for your trouble. Everything he does is better in quantity or quality. How about that? So, in the middle, it's marshmallow, it's flavored marshmallow fluff. There you go. And it's so good. I'm trying to put the crumbs off. How about that? I didn't even notice that until just now. Yay. I found out, I'm quite sure they have them somewhere and you can order them online. And you can go to Moon Pie store and order stuff online and everything. And that's cool because I was going to order me a mug if I, and then I won the trip. Oh, they're so good. All right. Let me think. I have a recipe for oatmeal cream pie. Just think of that, but this is graham crackers, the best way I can describe it. What? That's so funny. It's all good. It's all good. So we left there. Okay, before we left there, we have some pictures. Before we went to the Moon Pie store, I was getting hungry. And I had breakfast. We missed the free breakfast. I'm like, I need to eat. So we went to Shoney's. I worked for Shoney's quite a few times. I know how their food is supposed to taste. So me and Cynthia get the soup and salad bar. Of course, they have the soup on there that I can have. Then, so I ate a salad. But they still had their chicken salad. They had the string bean salad, the potato salad, coleslaw, and macaroni salad. So, yeah, they should have them in Walmart. They should have them in all kinds of places. So, and I got me Italian dressing. I got halfway through that salad, and I'm just like, you're kidding me. I could not finish it. That entire dressing it was more vinegar than it was anything else. And I like vinegar, but this one, it was awful. So then I was eating the chicken salad. I love chicken salad, but this had no flavor, no salt, nothing in it. I mean, you're kidding me. So then the coleslaw instead was made with sweet pepper. So I saw it after I put it on the plate. I said, well, then I'll test it out. No salt, no pepper, nothing in it. So Joy got her the whole bar. So I pushed my plates to the side. And I ate the chicken salad and the coleslaw. So I went and made me another salad. And this time I put Thousand dressing on it, knowing that it does have paprika in it. Because I was like, I'll just grin and bear it. If anything happens, I've got to get this taste of this entire dressing out of my mouth. So I got that, and I got me some more chicken salad. And by this time, I'm hungry, and I'm more hungry than I thought I was. Then I got some of the 3-bean salad, which has the kidney beans, the green beans, and the wax beans. And I got me some of the macaroni salad. I don't know, as a kid, I was told to eat all my food on the plate. So I ate it all. We paid for our stuff, and we left. And I was talking to Joy in the bathroom. I said, maybe we should wait till I leave, but this was disappointing. You can find moon pies in some stores around America and lots of stores here in the Sminkies, but our favorite spot is the Moon Pie General Store in Pigeon Forge. Yes. So we got because Cynthia drove. Oh my goodness, this girl, she has drove across country. She left Arizona and went to Texas. So it was Texas. Was in Arkansas, and then she was in Tennessee, Georgia, and then Chattanooga, and then she left. She brought me to Ohio, went to Minnesota. She's going all places, and she's seeing people she knows on YouTube and everything. So I thought it was so cool. Hey, candy bars. So we get in the car, and I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so disappointed. And I was like, that is not the Shoney's I knew. And I explained to Joy and said, I know how Shoney gets their food. It comes all pre-packaged. The only thing is, like, if you ask for a sandwich, if you buy the burgers or a chicken sandwich or your meals, like your steak or country fried steak, if you order any fish, everything, that's cooked on a grill. But everything else, the salad, the spinach, the cucumbers, the potato salad, the coleslaw, the macaroni salad, the chicken salad, all comes in tubs like this, like a 3-gallon tub. All you do is scoop it out, put it in that little container, and put it on the bar. And they've changed their formulas. I was so disappointed. I was like, I won't be eating there no more. So we went there, and then we went to the Moon Pie store, and then we went to the Three Bears store. So, oh my goodness, that place is cool. By the time we finished and got upstairs to look at the bears, I didn't even get to the Christmas stuff, and I was just like, I'm done. That's like 5 o'clock or so in the evening. I'm like, I'm ready. My feet are hurting and everything. So, but we were there, in the Three Bears store for a while. So I've gotten Anastasia a bear. I did play a little trick. I'll tell you that in a minute. So, I went looking for my son and my daughter-in-law. So no, they don't, Alfonso. That's full. You're full of it. So, they like hot food and hot sauce and everything. So I was like, so I saw this one box that had a set, and it was like $34, $32 or something. So I was like, I saw one of the individual ones because the 2 of them I wanted to get. So they didn't have that, but I got this instead. So this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Habanero Sauce. So, and I was like, okay, I know they're like that and everything. And then I was looking for the next one up, the Carolina. I think the red was Carolina Reaper, were the next 2 hottest ones. But they had one that was out there and one of them was not. And then they had all these other barbecue sauces and everything. I got this one because of the bottle. I thought it was pretty cool. This is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Original Barbecue Sauce. So this is the barbecue sauce. So I thought that was pretty cool in the bottle that they have it in. And all. So, and then there they have an actual bear that you can go look and everything. So Joy got us some stickers. So I got 2, one for me and one for Anastasia. So she hasn't seen that yet. So then we went back. Oh my goodness. It was late. No, it wasn't that late. Maybe it was 6:30 or so. And I kept saying I need something to eat. So I was like, okay. Joy talks about some things are open up at night and everything. And we got back to the motel room. Cynthia had to do a breathing treatment. And she had checked her oxygen level was 86. And it was warm and humid there. It was 86 degrees. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy because this is hot here. So we've been looking at the weather, and I'm just like, so this was Tuesday. So I'm just like, okay, we can go do some things before it starts raining. So this is about, I want to say about 9:30. Because the rain wasn't supposed to come until about 11 o'clock. So 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish, you name it. So I was like, okay. So I told Cynthia, I said, I texted Joy, called her. She was going to meet me there. They had one that looked like in the Moon Pie store, it looked like a grenade bottle. But I didn't think they were hot enough. I know he likes he says ghost pepper tastes like ketchup to him. So it's like, you know, okay, I'll be still here. Ooh, a fireplace. I'll get to that story too. So I get out there and I get up to where I'm on this side of the street, join them on this side of the street. I was just going up the road with the scooter. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I said, yes. I was like, yes, Lord. I would not have been able to walk this. Thank you, Lord, that they got the scooters. So, we were sitting there and I could got up to where I was, and I'm like, and it saw this lightning. And I'm like, oh, what I just saw in the clouds, that doesn't look good. So I pull up my phone. We're under a tornado warning, not a watch anymore, a warning. And I'm like, okay, so I got myself across the street. There's no cars. So I go across the street. I meet Joy in the parking lot. I said, we're not going anywhere except back to your hotel room. She goes, well, elevators are out. I was like, all right. So we went, I said, we're in a tornado warning. So we go to their hotel office and, asked to keep the scooter there and everything. She said, yes, yes. So she took her room number and everything down and let the other person know that's coming in that, because it's like 10, somewhere around there. And, because it's going to storm. We're in a tornado warning. And I showed her, she goes, oh, yeah. Like, you can leave this here. So they have a picture in the lobby about the bear they caught the bear on camera walking in the parking lot. So Joy and I go over there. She's out for a big walk. Like we're helping each other walk. So I'm like, alrighty, we're going to do this. So we get up in her room. Oh my goodness gracious. I love her hotel room. It had a fireplace, and it was a working fireplace. Hot country homestead. So I said, does that work? She goes, yeah. She goes, it turns it on. It's a gas fireplace. I was like, So their hotel is built right into the mountain. So that was pretty cool. So we said, Donnie got there, and he was funny. He goes, it's raining. I walked in the rain, and all I had to do was park underneath of us. So I was like, alrighty. What did I miss? So we sat down and we talked, and he had gotten a big thing of blueberries. So we found a cup. They gave me some. We shared watermelon and everything. So I was like, they go, you okay now? I'm like, I'm good now. I'm not diabetic or anything, but I do know because I eat at certain times of the day at home, I can go a couple hours if I don't eat by 6 o'clock. By 8, 9 o'clock or so, either I have to go to bed or eat something because I can feel it. And that's what happened a long time ago when I was working EMS. So, so we were sitting there. He goes, well, Joy decided to go put her camera out there to go live because there's a balcony over above her, so they could see the creek and the rain and everything. So Donnie goes, you're not driving that scooter back. He goes, you'll be drenched. I was like, yeah, I know. He goes, and it's getting ready to pour. So that was like 12:20. So he took me back to my hotel room. I mean, as soon as he dropped me off, I know I was like, but he could park underneath so he wouldn't have to get wet. It started pouring. So we were not under a tornado warning anymore. That kind of dissipated, but we had the rains and everything. I woke up about 2:13 to go to the restroom, and it wasn't raining anymore. So I was like, that was pretty cool. But Joy told us the next day, the people said they've seen two bears. Bears spotted twice on her live stream for overnight. That she let it kept going. I thought that was so cool. So Tuesday, Cynthia and I went and got the free breakfast, and she had water. I had coffee. I had a bagel. Let's see, a bagel, and they had a blueberry muffin that didn't have any milk in it. So then they took us to the nature park and everything. So Donnie drove so Cynthia and I could take videos and everything. Oh my goodness, that was so pretty up through there, going through that mountain and everything. But that road, I'm like, I don't know how those big cars got through there on that little small road. Hey, Shadow, how you doing? Good to see you. So, yeah, I was a fun trip going through the nature park and seeing everything. And we got lots of pictures and videos and everything. And then when we got back to the room, we were talking about going to get something to eat. So that was about 2:30 or so. Well, then Joy started showing me and Cynthia how to do this other app called Y2 Creates for YouTube and YouTube creators and everything. So she's showing us how to do it. Donnie takes a nap on the bed. I thought that was cool. So then yeah. So then we were talking about going to eat. And then I was like, well, we really wanted to go to Mellow Mushroom because, that and everything. So they went back to the hotel room to do some things they needed to do and everything. And so so we said we'll meet y'all in a little bit. We got what we need to do, and then so that's about 4:30. So Cynthia and I, we got to up here, or it's like an upper hill, and then there's a cross. So we waited for them, and we walked to Mellow Mushroom together, but we went to Walgreens afterwards. That was afterwards. So we get to Mellow Mushroom and everything, and I was going to order the vegan pizza anyway. And the girl goes, "Oh, you'll like this." How did she call it? Pizza pie or something other. But it's all the mushrooms with the caramelized onions and everything, and you can put whatever cheese you want on it. So oh my goodness, that was so good. So I had that. Cynthia had the Greek salad, and then Donnie had a salad, and then Joy and Donnie got a pizza. That was funny. I'm not gonna tell what happened. So that was good pizza. So then we left there and we went to Walgreens because I needed another SD card, and they wanted $60 for 128 gigabytes for an SD card. I'm like, no. Online it said $50 for 128. And they wouldn't even let me see the price. I think those guys are whatever. Anyway, so I was like, no, I know what I can do on my phone to save stuff so I can go back to it later and whatever. I'll just wait till I get home and get me a 256 one for $25.99 on Amazon. So then after we left there, they were Cynthia and Donnie were in front of us when me and Joy were together. So I kind of pulled over to where you can pull over and go park and stuff. Because I saw the ride for the Sky Park, but I saw that. That's what I saw one time when we went through here back in 2010. So I took a picture of the sky lift and stuff. And then I was trying to go live. So we were trying, the thing kept saying, turn the camera. So we had the camera like this. Then we would turn it like this. Then we turned it like this. And the third time it finally did it, and that's when I went live, pop up live and everything. And I was showing everybody where I was at and everything. I only got one copyright on the song, but I was able to get the song deleted. So that took care of that, because it says you can't be monetized on this live because of blah, 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 blah. Fine, I'll just erase the song. So I erased the song. That was in front of the Statue of Liberty there. But it was fun because Joy goes, I got to get your picture with here. And this is iconic. You got to get a picture here. And this is all doing the live. And I got to get a picture here. We just had the best time. So, because we were going to go to Smith & Sons for dinner, by the time we finished eating a mellow yellow pizza, it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock. So I was like, well, I guess that's lunch and dinner right there. So we were good. So Cynthia and Donnie went back to the room because they had a foot detoxer thing to do, and because they wanted us both to try it. Alfonso, I'll buy what the heck I want to buy. We're turn the camera which way, but Lou's trying to get that light. I know. So I know what my phone can hold. So by that time, we went to Joy's hotel room. She dropped some stuff off and everything to make it lighter for her and everything. I'm telling you, I would say this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, because everything was still open. We were at her hotel, maybe 6 minutes at the most, and by the time we get back onto the road, the one going to say the strip or whatever, what's closed down, it's closed. I guess that was 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is closing time. That's lights off, clocks, doors, and everything else. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so weird. But there were some things that were open. The one place I wanted to get was they get coffee and muffins at the coffee shack, and they were closed. I'm like, of course, of all times, they are closed. Yeah, that really depends on the brand that you get. So, and then she did her live. I walked with her for her to do her live stream for her channel and everything, and we had a blast. So when we got back, I went on down because the scooter light was on yellow. So I'm going down, and she goes across and everything. And I was like, oh, please don't run out of juice before I get there. So I get to mine, and we have to. Here's a hotel that's down a hill. So as I go down the hill, of course, the battery charges up. I was like, you are kidding me. So I was like, oh, yes, I definitely want to come back because there's places I want to go see. So when I get back to the room, Cynthia's got her feet in the there's a tub about like this and about that big. And I looked at the water. I was like, oh my goodness. She goes, this is the second time. I'm like, what? So Donnie goes, when she's finished, it's your turn. So I was like, okay, that's fine with me. Because I haven't had a foot bath in a long, long time. And that's when the water started. I mean, that was within a minute. And this is when it was finished. I was like, oh my gosh. I hope that might make the guy sick. But I was like, wow. All the toxins, a lot of toxins in your body and everything. So I was like, I know I want to save up for. I'm going to get one of those and start doing it. And so Thursday morning, so I think Donnie went back because we got to talking and everything. So it was like 11:30 or so when they went back. And then he had to get up early, take Joy's scooter back home, come back and get the one that they had the rental for, so that he can have it back when it opened. So he got that back, and then we were all able to say goodbye to each other and everything with Donnie. And then we went after we had breakfast, we went over there to Joy and told her goodbye and everything. It's like nobody cried, but I felt like crying. But I was just like had such a good time. And I got pictures and some like videos like 30 seconds, a minute here, a minute there, because I'm gonna put it all together and everything. Oh yes, definitely coffee. So on the way out, I got the trolley that was the thumbnail. And then Cynthia asked me to get some pictures for her because she was driving. So when we drove out, we drove and stopped at Buc-ee's. And we went in. She goes, my sister's going to be proud of me. I'm inside the Buc-ee's more than 5 minutes. So we walked around there. I got something for Anastasia, a stuffy, a squishmallow. That's a Buc-ee's. And then we just went and looked and everything. I was like, I know everybody's so big on Buc-ee's, but to me, it was just like, okay, it's the same thing with just the name Buc-ee's on it. That's all it was to me. I mean, they had some really nice stuff and everything. And I took, like little snippets here and there to put a video together. Went to the bathroom, everything there. If you have a food allergy, I'm going to tell you right now, it's on there. Processed in the same facility as soy, milk, dairy, eggs, nuts, and it lists all the allergens and then some. So I was like, okay, I just have to take a chance. So I got me a chicken wrap. And the only thing I had on there was bacon. But it was like the fake bacon bits stuff. And I got me a big bag of corn chips and a small bag of corn chips. Oh, I didn't tell that yet. All right, so let me rewind. So, as we're going, Joy calls us, or we're sitting there talking to Donnie, and then she sends us this picture. And she goes, I just saw that bear. I'm like, is that just now? She goes, yeah. So she was telling us, she was walking up the steps to her hotel. So he goes up the steps, and there's a wall here, a half wall, and then, there's a mountain. And she goes, Lord, this would be a good time to see a bear. She gets on the platform because, go up the steps, the solid platform, then you go up the steps. And as she steps up, she turns and looks, and she sees the bear. And she says there's people at the top of the steps going, bear, bear. I'm like, not being loud so that won't attract attention, but, enough so that she knows there's a bear right there. So she said she was so glad to have her phone with her. She took a picture, and then she got to upstairs, and because they were all like in front of her room, because that's exactly where it was at, down. And she took a video of it. So I was like, I had just thought about going with her to make sure she'd get back to the room okay, her room okay. But I didn't know if the scooter would have enough juice to get me back to my hotel room. So I didn't. So I was like, I missed it. She goes, I grabbed my cam to record him, and then he backed down the stairs. I just walked up. Hello, I don't blame you. Hey, Heather. So Joy got to see a bear. I didn't get to see a bear. There was what we were trying to see when Tuesday night. That's why I stayed over there so long, because I was trying to see a bear. But that bear had if we had waited maybe another 20 minutes, all three of us would have seen it. But Donnie was tired, and I was tired. And so I was like, because I could tell. I would know my words like, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, Donnie, take me back so you can get some sleep. But Joy got to see the bear. And then So Buc-ee's, my take on Buc-ee's. That's okay. It's nothing else different than except that it has Buc-ee's name and Buc-ee's logo on it. I think it's because I'm used up here in Ohio. It's all about OSU and the Buckeye State. So I see so much of it. It just doesn't faze me anymore. So okay. So when we went to the Three Bears store, they have a place, and Joy got videos for us. Like I said, all that's coming out after Thursday because that's when my SD card gets here. So they did have a way you pay to go out there and see. It's an Asian bear, so we got to see that and everything. And I think that sucker, he knew when people were out there because he'd go walk around like he was showing off, and he'd go back and hide, and he'd come back out and walk around. I was like, he's showing off. So, and then Joy goes, don't forget to vlog the trip home. Cynthia and I got to talking, and then I forgot. And then we got to London. I was thinking Lexington for some reason with the tornadoes. And like when I was on the bus, they asked, did you see the tornado damage? Like, no. Right, so coming down, you're coming south. When you get off at London exit first to go to the Burger King, I didn't see anything. So as soon as we all got there on the bus, everybody's eating, and I had my sandwich. I had just taken a bite, and the guy behind me goes, there's a tornado. I goes, oh yeah, there's a tornado. And I turn and look, and you just see it as you go. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. So, I mean, thinking, it said London, Ohio. Oh, London. See, there's London, Ohio. London, 1 mile to the exit. I'm like, what? After that sign, and I'm talking to Cynthia. I'm like, oh, Joy has got a picture of that. That's on the tornado. And you turn and look, and you can see. All right. So I'm facing this way. So it went from west to east. And it's just this path. You see that? It crossed the highway. It must have jumped the highway somehow. And then it just kept on going. Then there's the exit. So you get off the exit, everything looks fine. No damage, no nothing. And so Cynthia and I were going to try and meet up with Michael Reynolds, and he couldn't. So we saw a bear tonight in Gatlinburg, but it was behind the cars and went up the mountain. Oh, wow. So then we went to Michael's, and I was going to pick up some yarn, but they didn't have it on sale. I was like, that's all right. I'll just wait. I'll wait till later to order it. So then waiting for Michael for a few minutes and everything. And he said, just go on because they were doing too much. I was like, okay. So while we were sitting there, I'm like, here's the Burger King. And I'm like, Cynthia, I said, maybe not this light, but the next light up. If you take a right, not even a half a mile down the road is where the tornado was. She goes, can you believe it was that close to right here? I'm like, oh, I said, but it is. That's how close it is. So she asked, she goes, was Ryan Hall? I said, well, Ryan Hall's in Kentucky, and he said that one in London was near him, but it didn't get where he was at. So he's in that area somewhere. So I was just like, oh my goodness. So tonight, watching the tornadoes in Texas and everything, you see that damage. It's like, oh my goodness. Because I was telling my daughter-in-law, I say, and now y'all remember this. Sally Struthers and this white guy talking about the Christian Children's Fund, something another like that. I don't remember the correct name of it. About giving money for kids in Africa. I remember seeing that growing up. That was 25, between 25 and 30, and I saw that again. I'm like, wait a minute here. Those are the same kids with the same clothes, and they've got the same clothes on. And it wasn't too long after that they came out. They were scamming people for money. She got in a lot of trouble. And I was like, sometimes you wonder, are they using the old footage or is this new footage? And then when you see it, in life, you really see it. I've seen tornado damage before in Virginia. I've seen hurricane damage in Virginia. And so it's like, yes, sometimes it's the same places, but you have to really go back and look and see. That's what I like about, the storm chasers that are alive. And then, Ryan Hall, that's real time happening stuff. So, and then from London, Kentucky to all the way home, I drove. We hit traffic in Cincinnati, and someone said something the other day, and I didn't think about that. Because here in Columbus, they has 270, which is a loop around the whole city. So you can take that and bypass a lot of the main interstate and then get back on. And that's what someone said. They go, you should have took the loop around Cincinnati to avoid all that traffic. Like, if I had thought about it at the time, it wasn't a stop. It was just a slow moving traffic. Then it go. Then it was slow moving traffic. It was like, So we made good time from Knoxville to Cincinnati. And then that's what held us up was there. And then after we got through Cincinnati, the main hub, when we got up to where Kings Island and Great Wolf Lodge is at, I showed her that and everything. We got gas. I bought her dinner. And then we got back on the road and went to the bathroom and all that stuff and got back on the road. I was like, Columbus, an hour. I said, like, good. 63 miles. Oh, we could do this. I don't know. Slow and go. Slow and go. I was like, oh my God. And there was no loop you could get on. It was just have to be on 71. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, but, we got off because I knew where I was going. Stopped at a Kroger. Supposed to have Ohio stuff. It's Ohio State stuff. That's it. I was like, oh my goodness. So I got home. She came in and she, met everybody. She knew Anastasia. And then she left and she goes, since it's like 8:30. So she left. She just got some sleep. And then she got 5 hours of sleep, and then she went on to Minnesota, which was another 13 hours. But I was like, she said, I'm so glad you asked to do this because that would have been a long trip by herself. Well, she's traveled by herself, but, this made it funner having somebody with you and everything. And we talked and talked and talked and everything. Oh, I did get something else from from Buc-ee's. I got them the Carolina Reaper. My son goes, I'll put some in her food. My daughter-in-law thought he was talking about Anastasia. He goes, no, her food. I'm like, okay, you can put some in my food. So that'd be fine. So while we're sitting in at the nature park and everything, at the end they have this old country store and everything. It was so cool to see all the old stuff and everything. Welcome back. Oh, that's fine. We know how that goes. So we've got video of it and everything. So that's coming out. But then Joy goes, she asked me what I want. She brought me back in the store because I was walking around. She goes, what do you want? I said, she goes, this is for you. She goes, we already know you. You get something and you go, I know who this is going to. You know, I give it to Anastasia. So Joy goes, no, this is for you. What do you want? So I got this from the bear store. the old mill store. It says Eli's Mill Country Store. It's Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Stick close to your honey. I like that. That was so cool. And actually, this is the first one Donnie picked up. He goes, "No, you need that one." so that's the one I got. And then she got these. These are pictures made into postcards. So like I said, I'm going to do videos. This is the old mill store. So that, have the glare on it. But this was so cool. This, the people who started it and everything. So as we're she's showing me the pictures, showing me these and everything. She goes, "So 2 of these I got doubles off. 1 for you and 1 for Anastasia." I said, "Yes, ma'am." So this one's this bear. I've got 2 of these. And then the bear in the water. We're just taking a nice, cool, relaxing swim. I got 2 of these. It's 120-year-old store. So I thought it was so cool to see all that and everything. And they did have a chair that you could sit in. But I was like, I don't know. I need to sit, but I'm not going to sit. But I had a blast. Hey, Gladys, how you doing? And so as we're leaving, because you go out of Gatlinburg into Pigeon Forge and everything, and then you go straight as you go like to Searville, and then you go this way to go to 40 and all that. But right before you get to that split and everything, I just happened to turn and look, and I haven't even asked Joy this because I forgot. I saw the billboard. It said Dollywood. So I'm looking for the sign Dollywood. And I'm like, so Cynthia said something. I turned and look. I'm like, that's it right there. She jumped. I was like, that's what I saw. That's the sign I saw for Dollywood. I was like, ah. I said, all right, wait a minute. I missed something. Oh my goodness, Shadow. I had no idea. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. We're praying for you. It was wild, Heather. It was fun to see things that we had traveled. So I know now what we did. Definitely praying for you. For some reason, this is automatically showing everybody stuff. So when we were moving from Virginia to Missouri, we took 81 south to go 40 north. So when we got to Knoxville and I saw the sign said Gatlinburg and everything, I was hurt. This is March of 2010. So I wasn't, working or anything, and we didn't have anywhere to be back at a specific time. So, and then we went down, so took Knoxville, went to Knoxville, then we went down. We drove through Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg, and a lot of things might have changed, but some things hadn't. And I was just like, I was trying to remember what I've seen and what I didn't see, but I do remember seeing a Skylift, which was a sky park. So they changed a different name. And we drove down all the way through, then went up, and then we turned around and went back. And that's when we saw the sign for Dollywood, which was the billboard. And I thought it would be a different sign. And so then we went back up to 40 and then went on our way. But I was like, that was so cool to see, go back to somewhere that you haven't been to, like, so 2010 to 15 years, to see the difference. I thought that was awesome. And then, do some things. Yeah, I saw the Anna Key still ride in the Sky Park, and I was like, no, thank you. No. 10, 15 years ago, I would have had no hesitation to go on those lefts and go up that mountain. Now, like, nope. I don't think so. My feet will stay right here on the ground. But it was way nice. I want to see what it looked like at nighttime. And, so that's why Joy and I stayed out later and everything. And then saw all the lights. Everything's lit up and everything. I did get a picture of the Space Needle for my hotel room because it was behind us. So I think that's the only picture I got. I think. I don't remember. But yeah, I had a blast. It was so much fun. So Joy goes, you got the bug now. You want to travel. I always like traveling. Always want to travel. So we shall see. And that'll be a lot of money I got to save up for next year to see where I'm going. But I put on there on the title, upcoming changes. So last night, Rebekah and I were in the Wild Huckleberry live, and he said there was nobody on Sundays between 4 and 5, or it would be 5 and 6 my time, 4 and 5 Central Time. And so Rebekah and I were throwing ideas back and forth. So I don't know right now what we're doing. Right now we're staying Monday nights. If it changes, we'll let everybody know. But and who knows, we might go back to my regular Sunday. I stopped the Sunday live because I wanted to work on the cookbook. I've got the cookbook done. So now I don't know if we're going to go to Sunday because sometimes at 9, we'll say it's 10:45 here. It's 9:45 her time, but she's tired and she's ready to go to bed. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll let everybody know and everything. And then, but it's summertime now, so we'll just play it by ear. You just never know. Now, not this week, but maybe next week. Like after, let's see, like Heather's in Oregon, so I know she's 3 hours behind me. That makes it 7:45. So I'm thinking about going live like after midnight sometimes, just to sit there and get hours up. I mean, okay, I'm in watch hour groups and everything. I know we're not supposed to talk about it, but yeah, I'm gonna be working a lot on the channel, working on other things with videos and everything. I've got some other videos I've got to make because of sponsors and stuff that have sent me stuff. So that will be coming out in June. With this new app and everything, I can do different things. So some videos may be redone and all that good stuff. But that was and then Miss Joy. Y'all go over there and support them because they support so many people and just have a heart of giving and everything. I had a heart to tell her yet. Well, all right. So back in the wintertime, they got me a one of these, but it was black, but it was big. That sucker's heavy. I did not bring it with me. So after the live, was it Tuesday? No, Wednesday night. we're sitting there and she goes, one of the nights, she goes, here. I'm like, what are you doing? I said, that's yours. She goes, but you don't have one. And it fits right into my little purse, wallet thing, whatever. And she goes, you need one to keep my phone charged. I didn't tell her no. I just said you didn't have to. She goes, she put it in there and she put it in my wallet. And my carry on right there. And then she goes, and she gave me the cord, this cord, and then she gave me this other cord. And I'm just like, Joy. She goes, you take it. I said, yes, ma'am. I guess, Mom. So just like, that was just such a blessing and everything. And I've been using it too, because I was having problems with keeping my phone charged. It comes as the cord and then the little, these things. Hold on. My son came down and turned the AC on. We were able to turn that off all day long, and that's just warm because we closed the windows and everything. But she gave me that and this cord right here, not this plug. Um, so these things do die out and everything. So I'll be getting some more of those. But I was like, I wanted to, Rebecca called me. She goes, we might have to cancel. I don't feel good. I was like, you go rest. I'll be all right. So I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about my trip because I've had it bottled up so much all week long and everything. So I was like, I gotta tell everybody what happened, all the fun things we got to see and everything. So we did get to see a bear. Not like Joy saw a bear, but we did see a bear. We got videos of it. I got videos of the trip. I got videos of from Columbus down to Knoxville. I have pictures. I'll put that on a little slideshow and everything. And then I have like seconds here, there, a minute there, whatever it's going to put together and put as a video and everything. And then all the videos that Joy and Donnie got for us. And because going through the nature park, they wanted to get some videos for me and Cynthia. And they knew we couldn't walk down to the cabins. So they got out, took our cameras, and got all that film for us. So that was a blessing because I was like, yeah, because one there was right there. And they go, you want to get out and walk? And I'm like, no, I know better. I already know better. So they took the cameras and they got all that footage for us and everything. I was like, that was awesome. So y'all stay tuned because you never know where Nancy might travel next. It will have to be by bus or train. So you just never know. The train ride may really, really be fun. So thank you all for coming. And who's here? Just this thing wasn't even going down. All right. So if I missed anybody else, sorry. Oh yeah, they had adjoining rooms at the hotel that they were at. Oh, and she gave me a whole phone holder clip. I left that in Cynthia's car. I thought we had everything. Then I left the GoPro in Cynthia's car. She goes when she when she gets back, she'll mail it to me. And then we had talked about doing a train ride, Joy and I. So that'd be fun to do. Well, I like to travel. Always have. Um, I've been to New York. Um, Now my son, the farthest he's down, he's been to Disney World back in 2000 and, let me think. 2006 we went to California, so it was before that, 2004. They went to Disney World. I stayed because I had to work. And I got to stay on the rescue squad. So, but, yeah, that's nothing. I used to get in the car, let's go. Where we going? I don't know. We just go for a ride. And that's what we did. So, thank y'all all so much for being here and listening to me ramble on about my trip. Some stuff got back and forth. You just never know, Miss Heather. I might end up in Oregon. You just never know. So, bucket list? A bucket list, I think. Everybody makes a bucket list. Well, the only thing I said, been in an ambulance because of Brother Rescue Squad. I didn't drive a fire truck, but I've been on a fire truck, been up in the hook and ladder, done that, traveled a lot. Still there's other things I like to go see. But as far as like a bucket list, the only thing I had on there was a helicopter, but I won't do that now. Yeah, he rented the scooter for me and Cynthia. Thank you so much, Donnie. Yeah, because I wouldn't have been able to walk that. Not at all. Good night, Jane Doe. Yes, Joy, we will go west on our train trip. Because there's YouTubers up there that we can meet up with. Oh, Joy, I didn't text you this. I forgot. Little Jordan Farm. She has a YouTube channel and Instagram. She's at 40 minutes from where we are, where y'all are. Oh my goodness. She goes, you should have messaged me. I was like, I knew she was in Tennessee, but I didn't know what part of Tennessee. She goes, you should have told me. She goes, I'm only 40 minutes away. We all could have met up. I was like, so next time I will tell her. So, y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. God bless. Stay safe. We love y'all. We'll see you next time on our treasure home. Be watching for those videos. Yeah, yep. So, I've been to California. I was not impressed. Palm Springs. I was in LA and I've been in Burbank. They can have it. There you go. So I will see y'all later. See y'all in videos and see y'all next week.